young lady by the name of Brenda.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
Okay, this is officially day one of the Roswell Street Rehab. The Roswell Street Rehab is going to be a continuing series. I've already posted a video. I'll post it down below again in the description box so that you can see part one. Actually, that's not part one, that's kind of the intro. The intro part is insofar as showing the house and what needs to be done and introducing you to April, my helper. And so the Roswell Street Rehab is getting ready to get started. And it's going to be very interesting because I got April here today. Hi, April.
Hi.
Yeah, so April volunteered to come help because her boyfriend got a house, and if you go to that first video in the description box, you're going to actually see that video. April and her boyfriend are rehabbing a house, and their house isn't as bad as this one, but there's a lot of stuff going on here that applies to them. So they need to know this, and her boyfriend's unavailable. I think he's coming maybe next week or a couple weeks from now to kind of help out and get some first-hand knowledge. But in the meantime, April is going to be my right-hand woman to kind of facilitate me getting this done, just because she wants to know, and you know, it's an advantage to both people to have the help, and so I'm looking forward to getting this done. So as you saw in the first video, or maybe you didn't see, but I'll remind you, I have what's called the tire shed. The tire shed is actually going to eventually be the laundry room. Laundry room and water heater will go in here, but in the meantime, the old homeowner left umpteen tires in here, and if you look at it now, I've since come in here, and there's some tires over there, and there's some tires over here, and I think I've got, what, 9 of them left out of the 30 or so that were in here. And tires are not easy to get rid of. They're $5 a piece at the dump, and I got about $30 left of tires that I have to get rid of. And then I can get this cleared out and get a better look at what's going on. I didn't even notice that one of the kitchen cabinets, they stuck back there. So when you saw the first video, there's no kitchen cabinets at all, but there's this one left, and I can't match that. So because it's going to be a laundry room, eventually I'll just say both of these cabinets, this one, which is kind of, I don't know what it's supposed to be, but I'm going to eventually hang it on the wall. Probably the washer and dryer will go back here, so I'll just hang it on the wall and put soaps and stuff like that with this one. And this one will be for probably paint storage and stuff like that. But in the meantime, yay, there's a window in here. So I got one window just to do a pre-fit. And this window is a Home Depot standard size window, and it costs about $130. And of course, putting it in is not a big deal. Getting the old ones out will be, because those are aluminum frame windows. And so I gotta knock those out. And you know, relatively cheap to get a double hung, double pane window in here. I don't know that I really need that in the garage. I might just go ahead and put something else in there, but it does work. So I have to get 9 more of these in order to change out all the windows. So April is gonna try her hand, at loading up a couple of tires. I'm gonna go in and help and get most of these tires in here, but I doubted, if you recall, I doubted your ability to be able to do manual labor.
Well,
because the girly girl thing, right?
well, as you can see, I don't mind getting my hands.
But it's working out.
Yep.
And April is a trooper. I appreciate, I really do. And I feel really guilty about standing here recording you rather than helping you load the tires. No, seriously, I do. So I'm going to put the camera down for right now, and I'm going to go ahead and help April with the tires and get these out of here and get going. Okay, an interesting development has popped up since I was last on video. Actually, a couple of things. First of all, we got the tires loaded, so that's a huge relief. All these are already out of here, and now the storage room is literally a storage room instead of a tire. I don't have to call it the tire room anymore, but as I explained, I'm going to keep the cabinets, and then I have to get rid of that TV. And there's a lot of holes I got to patch. I don't know what's going on here. There's some anger issues with the old homeowner. So there's a lot of holes I got to come in here and patch. I'm not going to really worry about this. I'm not going to focus it on this room too much until I start doing the flooring work. All this has to come out. This all is linoleum crap that's got to come out. Got to get down to the subfloor. Most likely I will come in here with tile. I don't like cheap tile. I don't like 80 cents a square foot, what I call glazed clay tile. but more than likely that's what I'll put in here because again, it's a laundry room and tile is much better than linoleum, even if it's a cheap tile. So eventually that's what will happen in here. So going into the kitchen area, which is where we're gonna start first. This is, turn down this stuff. So this is an interesting turn of events. I had bought, if some of you people know about DEP. DEP is a brand product, although I couldn't find the DEP, so I ended up buying this. This is the world's best wallpaper remover stripper. And I know that because it says it. So anyway, removing this wallpaper was kind of job one because I thought, well, this is going to be an easy process because this little thingamabob is a wallpaper perforator, for lack of a better term. And what it does, it has this little wheel on here. It's a double wheel set. So the one wheel swings around, the other wheel turns, and as you do on the wall, and you can see here clearly, it perforates the wallpaper. And so that allows that wallpaper stripper, the liquid, to get up under the wallpaper, and then you get a scraper and you're able to scrape this paper right off. Here's how it works. That's it. Simple as that. And so again, you can clearly see the perforation. Next step, you spray this on, and very liberal amount. This is only $4 or $5 a bottle, so this bottle would more than work for this whole area. And then, of course, on the directions it says wait 5 to 10 minutes. You don't let it dry out. I like DEP brand better because this is more liquidy, whereas DEP is more of a gel. And I couldn't find the DEP, but that's the way it's supposed to work. Then later, you're supposed to come in here with a scraper and get the wallpaper off, which is kind of sort of working, but guess what? This isn't on sheetrock. This wallpaper, look here, this is on wood. This is panel wood, this is panel boards. So panel boards is typically what they put in trailers. Back in the day, this, as I said before in the first video, this house was built in 1973, and for whatever reason they decided to put these panel boards, probably, I'm guessing, in the whole house. I know some of this is sheetrock, but I think in the kitchen area specifically, this is all going to be panel boards. And I think in the living room wall, I think that's panel too. And I don't like panel, and I might keep it in here, but it's definitely going out of here. So this is an interesting, unfortunate turn of events, which I don't like. But these panel boards are stuck with these little small nails, so it'll be relatively easy to take out. I'm not keeping any of these outlet covers. In fact, I probably won't even keep these outlets, so I'm not worried about damaging any of that stuff. And I'm not keeping this phone line. Nobody has landline anymore, so I don't care about that. So we're just going to start ripping this out. And fortunately, I have a helper who's never done this before. So I'm going to put her to work. Oh, speaking of work, safety. So where are your gloves at, April? Oh, you got your gloves. Okay, so safety, gloves, always, especially if you're doing demo, ripping things out and stuff like that, you want gloves. Definitely want gloves. And you want, oh, you already got them. The Bono glasses. I call them the Bono glasses because they look like Bono. They look like U2 type glasses. So you're now dubbed Bono. Yeah. Safety glasses, gloves, and then of course, if you have dust and stuff, you want a breathing mask of some sort. But April's ready to go. So we're gonna see how much you already know. There's a pry bar, and I don't think you need a hammer right now. Because all you're going to do is stick the pry bar in there and start pulling out, see how easily this rips out.
Really easy.
Yeah. You go, April.
Okay, I keep going.
Yeah. That's all sheetrock behind there. That's the stuff that I'm getting. Oh, I'm sorry, you got to take out this strip here. Take out the strip right here.
Right here?
Get the pry bar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Easy peasy. Yeah, don't worry about that. In fact, pull that out. Pull that. Yeah, just pull the pole out. There you go.
Feels good.
Yeah, look.
It does.
April, I think you've done this before.
I'm having too much fun with it.
Pull down instead of, yeah, pull down. Pull down on it. There you go. There you go. Wow. 3/4 of the wall is taken down in 5 minutes. Not even 5. Wow. Crazy. Yeah. Yay! Crazy. Look at that. And it's a disgusting wall. Like, this must have been, they must have done this from 1973 or 4. They must have done this retroactively. I don't know the reason why you would put panel up. I can clearly see where the cabinetry used to be, despite the fact that this already was up and painted and looked like it was always there. It wasn't always there. And it looks like crap, but you know, it doesn't matter in the long run. I mean, I'm gonna finish off this wall. I'm gonna get this wall pristine, get it the way that it's supposed to be, and paint it and all that stuff before I put the cabinetry up. And I still gotta locate cabinetry, but it gives me a very, very clear view of where it's gonna go. So the cabinetry will probably be the same footprint of going across the top. The 2 longer ones here, there'll be one in the middle right above the stove. This is obviously the stove area. Yeah, so, yep, just get a pry bar, pull those strips will come right off. Yes, April, perfect. We're not gonna do the other side. The other side we're gonna keep, I think. Perfect. Careful where you step. Careful. Oh, you got boots on, girl.
Yep.
Good for you. Good safety thing.
I'm
Yay.
ready. Yep.
Yeah, because you step on these nails, you're gonna be cussing. All right.
Well, President Eisenhower was forced to cancel his trip back east today due to that young lady by the name of Brenda.
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Reason. I hope you do. I think of you. Darling, I love you. Baby.
Whoops, a picture of the guy who made me have a,
That's a girl.
oh, is that a girl?
Yeah.
Shit, I can't.
That is definitely a chick. I think we're good.
Yay! So everything's taken out. And let's check the bedroom.
Yeah, dusty. Blood diamond.
right, so there are a couple areas in this house that I failed to go into. I don't know why I forgot them, but the upstairs and the downstairs I haven't been into yet. So the attic, I haven't been in, and I don't know why I missed that totally. So I'm getting ready to go in the attic. One of the things I really like is these headlights. You can find them at Home Depot, Lowe's, any of the big box stores. They're very bright, and so you just strap it over your head and just you can tilt it in the direction that you need the light. Look at that. That's just so bright. So I always recommend one of these, about $10, $12, $15, something like that, but they're wonderful. I love them. And so anytime I go into a dark area, obviously I have a flashlight, but these headlights were perfect. Or you can get one of these little 3 or 4 pack halogen lights too. These are very bright as well. And I think they run about $15 for a 4 pack, or maybe less than that, but I like those too. So that's my recommendation. But the headlight really works well. So I'm gonna grab my headlight and a flashlight, and I'm gonna hope there's no bats up there, and maybe I'll find some money or something. Maybe, you think? Huh?
I think so.
Think I might find something valuable?
Good luck.
I don't know. You never know. There might be a Van Gogh or something like that up in here. But look at that. It's very dark. Oh, by the way, we never got the power on. There's no power, there's no gas, there's no nothing in here. So we're kind of hoofing it. Remember this bathroom? Like, I can't even work in there because there's not enough light. But eventually I'm gonna have all the utilities turned on, and then I can get started on that. But I'm gonna go up here first and see what's going on.
Baby.